Now clap it up, down and dirty on the field, make a mess and then I make them clean it up. Clean it up. On the field is not a drill, $50 million deals. Yeah, we get the cap for real, I make it on the score for real. Real baller, first screen, gotta do it for the team. Ball so hard, I call fatigue, running yards is out your league. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I ran
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington Football Team and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A give running right, Gibson. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. After the sack on first down, Heineke under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The 29-yard line.
Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he whips that one incomplete there. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. He spins free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Washington. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now Heineke.
He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And they'll throw again, Heineke.
And he comes back with one complete. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's Tressway now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Heineke. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Play action now. Here's Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke now from the 50. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff for Gibson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Gibson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Heineke. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Barber. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They go play action now. Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's a diving catch right side. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 40.
On 1st down, Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Here's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heineke to throw it. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Carson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Heineke on first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Heineke. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Throwing. Heineke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel there to make the grab.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Wow,
talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Heineke completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. gets into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They go play action. Now Heineke. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. We'll find Eskridge here complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's good for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing is Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Heineke now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd down, Heineke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they'll throw again. Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake, Heineke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fourth down, Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it? And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really